Hi friends, it's Sachidanand once again with a new video. The basic installation and configuration of Ansible. In our test environment, we will taking three servers, one of which is Ansible controller and other are remote servers on which we will check our Ansible, and we are using the CentOS 7 as an operating system. Basically Ansible is a configuration management tool which is widely used, and it uses Python as a programming language and uses the push technology. It will push the tasks on remote servers. Okay, and it's agentless. It doesn't need to require anything to be installed on remote server. It totally relies on SSH connection. So need to SSH will be on remote server and it's in a listening mode. Okay, so first we have to install the Ansible package because currently Ansible is not installed. Okay, the Ansible is not installed currently, and we are using CentOS 7, and the Ansible package is uh, not present on the CentOS 7 repository. So we have to install EPEL repository. So first we will install the EPEL repository and then install the Ansible packages. Okay, the EPEL repository is configured. Now we will install Ansible package. It takes time, so I pause the video and resume after installation is completed. Yeah, it's now completed. Okay, These are the two main configuration file of Ansible. The configuration file is ansible.cfg, and another one is a host file, which is its own inventory. It, we have to mention all the remote server entry in that file. Okay, first we'll check with the configuration file. Here we will unhash the host key checking parameter, which is false. So it will not ask each time with the new server for the host key. Okay, it will not check the host key. And here we are taking two nodes. So we have, assuming it's one of is a web server and another is an app server. This file we have to make an entry for the all hosts. Okay. In production setups, there are types of server, different types of server, web, app, database. One of the servers which are using by the backend team, one of servers which are using by the programmers. Okay, so accordingly we will creating a groups and mention the server entries on that. We can enter as an IP or host name also. Okay, but for resolving the host name, we need to configure the flat DNS, or we have DNS server in our environment. Okay, currently we are using the test setup, so we will make an entry in our etc host file. Taking node 1 as web server and node 2 as app server. Okay, now we will make an entry in etc host file. Okay, we will make an entry of servers. Fine. In Ansible, there are the different modules on which we can provide the task mention, like copying, yum, uh, different kinds of that. If you want to check the modules, we are using the ansible doc command, ansible doc, and we will list all the modules which are currently used by Ansible. Okay, these are the modules. There is a mail module, there is a parted for the partitioning. There is a ping model is there. Okay. The try to connect to host, and there is a small introduction description is given. Okay, and it will give the pong as a success, like that is a copy command. Okay, this is the copy files to the remote location. If you have to check with the parameters of any model, you can enter the model name after Ansible doc and press enter. Okay, it gives all the parameters which are used by copy command. Yes. There are examples also. The last. Okay. So first we will check with the ping basic command. So we have to give Ansible hyphen. We need to mention the host name, individual host. Okay, if there is a node one, we can mention it as a node one or IP address also. And uh, if we want to ping all the web servers, okay, there are too many servers. So if there is a 10 servers, so we can mention the web also as a group, only group name. Okay, and if you want to ping all the servers in our environment, okay, web app database, so we can give the command all, so it will ping all the groups and their host. Okay, we will check with the only one node one. Okay. We are using the ping model. Okay, it's give the permission denied error. Okay, because of the password. Okay, currently we are using the root user. We have to mention the password. There is a hyphen k option is there. So it's asks the password for the root user of the remote server. Okay, now we will get the Pong response from that. If you want to ping the group, so just mention the group name. Okay, and for all the groups, all the hosts, just mention all. Okay, it will ping all the node one, node two, node one, all the hosts. Currently, there is only two servers. If there is 100 or 1000 servers, it will ping all the servers and gives you the output. Okay. Uh, Currently, we have to mention the password for each and every command. Okay. If you want to see the file, you want to read the file. Okay. You just give the addoc command hyphen a cat slash c slash. Okay. You can see the file of node 1. Okay. Okay. First of all, we will give the node 1 password, the root password. Okay. That's the reason it gives us the Pong response. But for node 2, it doesn't give the password. That is the reason it will currently not reachable, shown as the not reachable. Okay. Okay, now it's responding. Now we will give the all servers. Okay, now it's shown the node 2, node 1, the success. Okay, so for this, uh, and also in production setups, in actual production environments, root access is disabled. Okay, for the security reason. Okay, so for that, to come up with that issue, uh, we need to create one user for Ansible. Okay, Ansible purpose only, which uses the sudo access. Okay, so we can give all the root commands on remote servers, because if you want to install some packages, we need root access for that. So we will have to configure the uh, root sudos, and we have to configure the sudo on each of the server with that user. Okay, and we will using the common user on all servers. Okay, so first we will creating one user, say name as the Ansible. Okay, okay, we will created the Ansible user. Now we will make an sudo file entry for to make a changes in the sudo file. This is not recommended to directly edit the sudo files. There is a command which is vi sudo. Okay, which we will use for the editing of the sudo files. So if there is any context issue, it will show us and asks warning us, gives us warning to us if you want to make the changes, or we need to exit without changes. Okay, so we are using vi sudo command for that. Press YY for copy and P for paste. Okay, now give the CW, so it will delete the current word and goes into insert mode. Okay. We are using the no password, so it will not ask for the password for the each command. For checking the syntax, just give -c, which will gives us the parts. Okay, so the syntax are okay. All the syntax are okay in the sudo file. Okay, and same we have to configure on all other nodes. Also, we need to configure the passwordless SSH. Okay, so it will not ask for the password for this user, Ansible user. Okay, for that we have to first log in into Ansible user. Okay. By default, there is a no SSH keys there. Okay, we have to create one SSH key and push to all the nodes for password. Okay, for login, मतलब passwordless login. First, we will create the users on all nodes, and then create the SSH key, because we have to do password SSH between Ansible to Ansible user. Okay, we can use hybrid user also, but for the easy of the use, we use only one user for the Ansible. Okay, okay, the user is created. Now, same you have to configure the sudo. Okay, we will configure all nodes. Okay, now we will configuring the passwordless SSH. For that, first we have to create the RSA key in master node, and then push the key to remote host, all the remote host for the same user, which are we are using for the Ansible. Okay, we are using the RSA. Type is RSA key. Okay. Now there is a one folder is created .ssh. Previously it's not there. Okay. The key is created, which is id underscore rsa dot pub. Okay. Now we will copy this key on remote servers. We are using the Ansible user, so you have to mention only node names, server names. Okay. Now we will able to log in without password on node 1. Same way we will configure it on node 2. Okay. Now we are able to log in on both servers without password. Hello friends. Now we're done with the passwordless SSH and all the required things. Okay, now we will check. Okay, it gives us the permission denied error. Okay, okay, now it shows us the output because after giving the sudo access, the and we are using the Ansible user, okay, and we will provide a sudo access for that. So we will to mention one parameter. This is become parameter is there in Ansible. Okay, so it will become as a root or sudo. Okay, that is the reason. The first it will not show us the output. It gives us a permission denied error, and after mentioning the hyphen b or hyphen become parameter, okay, it will show us the output of the file. Okay, so each and every time we have to mention that. So for this, we have to done some changes in our configuration file. So we have do that in our configuration file. There is a become parameter is there. There is a privilege escalation tab, and in below it's become is equal to true. So we have to unhash the same and save the changes pressing WQ. Okay, now go with our Ansible user and give the same command without the b parameter hyphen b, mentioning the hyphen b. Okay, it will shows us the output of that file. Okay, we will check with the other commands. If you say we have to install some package on web server, okay, we will take the basic package, which is wget or nmap. This is a small package. Okay, so just check what is the command. We are using the yum module for that. Okay, okay, we have to install it on a web group. Okay, currently there is only one server is there. Okay, the module name is yum because we are using CentOS. For Ubuntu, there is a apt module is there, apt. Okay, for current we are using the yum module and we are using the ad hoc commands. So mention hyphen a, then mention the package name which we have to install. You can check all the parameters by using the Ansible doc space yum. Okay, then mention the state. We have to install the latest package. Okay, it's installed now. Okay, it is installed. Updated. Now we will install the Nmap on all the servers, both of all servers. Currently, we have only two servers, but for testing purpose, we are assuming there are too many servers. Currently, there is no Nmap package. Okay, the package is installed. Okay, you will see the packages get installed on Node 1 on Node 2 also. Okay, that is the easiness because it doesn't require to log in on both the servers and give the command yum install nmap. Okay, because the logging takes some time and after you have to put each and every command on that. Okay, there is it will be done from the master server, the Ansible master controller with the one command only. Okay, I hope you will enjoy this video and it is helpful to you. If there is anything is missing, just comment me out and request you to kindly subscribe my channel and press bell icon so you will get the notification for my next videos. Okay, thanks for the same. Bye.